movie that I have been looking forward to since October of last year was the Rajesh Krishnan directed film starring a phenomenal cast in the form of Kunal Khemu, Rasika Dugal, Gajraj Rao, Ranvir Shorey, Vijay Raaz, amongst several others. If you want to label a cast of underrated actors who rarely get the masses' attention, well, this ensemble cast represents precisely that. While there were accusations of plagiarism against the film that it ripped off the idea from a Nepalese film Jatra that came out in 2016, the director Rajesh Krishnan has clearly stated that the idea of Lootcase was conceptualized in 2014 and verbatim said that just because there is a money bag, it doesn't mean that the entire story is the same. The film focuses on a common man by the name of Nandan Kumar, played by Kunal Khemu, that works in a printing press and stumbles upon a red suitcase that has the money of the sum of 10 crores. How absolute confusion ensues due to several parties being involved in the transportation of the suitcase, involving politicians, cops, as well as local dons, creates the main crux of the story of Lootcase. Rajesh Krishnan, known for his work in TVF Tripling, finally got the chance of his directorial feature, and mind you, this film was struggling to get a theatrical release last year. Getting right into various aspects of the film so that you guys can ultimately decide whether this comedic thriller on Disney Plus Hotstar is worth it or not. Minor elements. I just want to quickly brush upon several aspects of the film that either could have been done away with or I found slightly problematic in the otherwise seamless development of the storyline. Even though the dialogues of the film are its strongest quality, Kunal Khemu's character often goes in rants that reminded me of Rauf Lala's stand-up comedy, which are just riddles as punchlines or intended to confuse characters on the other end. सोचो दिल को तशरीफ कहते और तशरीफ को दिल कहते तो क्या होता? मतलब कि वही, that type only. Throwaway gags in the film in an otherwise extremely well-written movie. There is a sequence of a celebration which features a song called Pavitra Party, which definitely was a jarring contrast to the way the story was progressing. Finally, quick note for whosoever is depending on subtitles for the film, they are definitely placed out of sync to the delivery of dialogues, which I think Disney Plus Hotstar as a platform has to rectify. Now let's get to the good aspects. Screenplay. The film is written by Kapil Sawant and Rajesh Krishnan, and for me what stands out regarding the film is its methodical screenplay. The film switches timelines throughout its running minutes, but has the ability to not overwhelm you with new information, but still keep you in the loop of the several factions involved and looking for the suitcase. Oftentimes, when there are so many characters all placed towards achieving one goal, there can be a tendency to focus on information that doesn't develop the storyline. This film, which is 2 hours and 11 minutes long, develops intrigue among the audience perfectly till the very end, a necessary requirement for any thriller. Performances. This film and Raat Akeli Hai is the representation of the abundant talent we possess in the country and don't make full use of at all regarding testing their true potential with the ample amount of mediocrity we produce in the form of films and web series. Kunal Khemu is an actor that has barely been given his due since his adult debut in Kalyug. Each film that he has featured in, even in the ensemble cast appearances, he has stood out as one of the best performers, be it Kalank or even Malang. Khemu as Nandan Kumar, a common man in a loving marriage with ample affection and content with minimalism, fits in this world perfectly. Khemu has a knack of effortless comedic timing which we saw glimpses of in Go Goa Gone, and this appearance is a prime example of how he deserves better. Rasika Dugal, one of the most talented actors of the country, be it her appearances in web or films, is spectacular as Lata. Her anxiety at the lack of ration at home, her annoyance at Nandan's smoking and sending money to his sister, her happiness at the simple pleasures. Rasika and Khemu's small house and interactions with one another generally come across as any lower middle class couple that have to survive on a daily and despite the struggle are pleased with each other's company. Vijay Raaz as Bala Rathore, the Nat Geo obsessed Don. Ranvir Shorey as Inspector Kolte. Cunning and capable at his mission stand out as key elements of this film. I mean, these guys are veterans. Put them in any world, give them the characters with the weirdest personality traits, and they portray them with utmost ease. The biggest surprise elements are the printing press employer, a lonely man who compensates his employees as if doing a favor for them, and the auto rickshaw driver that provides details of Shah Rukh Khan to identify the person he saw at the scene of the crime. The scenes that feature both these characters are hilarious. It is Gajraj Rao, however, as the MLA Patil who steals the show. The condescension and manipulative tactics of the character to get his work done with the iconic smile as if killing all his subordinates with the surface level kindness. Rao presents the phony nature of all public officials that blackmails everyone around him to reach his personal goals. He does not care about the casualties in the journey, and Gajraj Rao is simply hilarious as the MLA. Dialogues and relatability. It is the natural quality quality of the dialogues and the interaction among several characters that are the film's strongest quality. Usually, villains or heroes have Bollywood movie references as quirks created by the writers, but seeing Vijay Raaz spilling Latin names of animals as analogies to the situations and his annoyance at the fact that his cronies do not subscribe to the Nat Geo channel is hilarious. The Chinese food references the couple make at each other while getting romantic. The wife telling her husband शादी के पहले बोल रहे थे चांद तोड़ के लाओगे, अब एक सिलेंडर भी नहीं ला सकते. Gajraj Rao constantly reminding the people of their crimes, threatening them with a grin on his face, acting clueless by saying, मैं कुछ बोलता हूँ लोग कुछ और ही समझते हैं. An auto wala being instructed not to leave town, to which he replies, हम ऑटो वाले हैं सर, हम बोरीवली के आगे वैसे भी नहीं जा सकते. Each character with their distinct personality traits stand out and create a lasting impression. It's after a long time that I genuinely had a fun experience of watching a Bollywood movie comedy. I want to label it exactly that because we have been fed such utter bullcrap in the form of Houseful 4 and Pagalpanti in theatres that this is such a breath of fresh air as a well-written, well-performed and genuinely funny product. The film will remind you of the structure of films like Delhi Belly and Kamine. Several factions with their own goals appear in and out of scenes as if a carefully planned choreography. And finally, who comes out on the other end, safe and sound, is what you sign up for as the journey commences. This one is a delightful watch that I can't recommend enough. I assure you, you will have a carefree laugh and a ball watching this one. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.